Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, we'll be discussing certain details about what do you mean by bank book. Let's go ahead and figure out that thing in the next sheet. So when we speak about bank book, it is basically a replica of the cash book that we record. So when we record the cash book, that means all the transactions that are recorded by us, the cash book is prepared by the owner, whereas the bank book or the passbook is prepared by the banker. The transactions that you reflect in your cash book is the similar transactions that will be reflected in the bank passbook. However, there are certain transactions that might be recorded only in the bank book, like interest that has been received or credited into your account directly. That means all the direct transactions which hasn't gone through you will be recorded additionally into the bank book, which won't be a part of cash book unless and until you update your bank book with all these transactions. So once you have the record of all these transactions, like a weekly update or a specific monthly update that you do or fortnightly update that you do with your bank passbook, once you record those transactions or once you update those transactions, you'll have a list of all those transactions which are not recorded into your cash book, which are a direct specific transactions that we can call them. So let's figure out certain details that are mentioned down here, and then we'll go ahead and understand few more details on bank book. Now, bank book is a specific booklet whereby a banker records all its customers' accounts transaction as it is appearing in the ledger. So whatever appears in the ledger, according to that, you have to prepare a specific bank book. That is done by a banker and it appears similar to the ledger. So whatever customer transactions that he has as a banker, all these transactions will be recorded in their specific bank book. Let's figure out few more details on this thing. It is maintained with the effect of cash book itself. That means all the debit entries will be on the debit side, all the credit entries will be on the credit side. This will, or actually seems like the cash book with double column. You remember we have prepared cash book with double column whereby we have cash column and bank column as well, or we have cash and discount column as well. The same thing whereby we prepare cash book with triple column or double column where we have bank column as well. Hence, when we talk about any transaction, it is also similar to the cash book transactions. Hence, it is said that passbook or the bank book is a replica of cash book itself. That means a mirror image of cash book. So whatever transactions you're recording on the debit side will be recorded on the credit side of the bank passbook as well. For example, if you have deposited certain check into your account, that means you will be recording that transaction into a debit side of your cash book. Similar transaction will be shared on the credit side of the passbook. That means every debit will have an equal and opposite credit, and every credit will have an equal and opposite debit. That's how the rule of journalizing forms up. Let's figure out the last statement recorded in this specific bank passbook sheet. Now, as I have mentioned that all amount deposited are credited and all checks paid are debited. Hence, when we talk about in your cash book, if this is your cash book, this is the debit side, this is the credit side, this will be the passbook, debit side, credit side. So any check that has been deposited or any cash that you see that it has been deposited in your cash book will have similar effect on the credit side of the passbook, and any check that has been issued or any cash that has been withdrawn will be on the credit side of your cash book because the asset balance is going down, and similarly it will be on this specific side, that is the debit side of your passbook. So this is the vice versa entry. Debit of cash book will be equivalent to the credit of passbook, and credit of cash book will be equivalent to the debit of passbook. So this is how you need to understand that how a bank book is supposed to be prepared. So this was just a gist of how a bank book is, which is a replica of a cash book, and just by a banker prepares the same thing, whereas the cash book is prepared by the owner itself. So this is a small differentiation about bank book and specifications of cash book. So thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned with Ekeeda and keep subscribing to Ekeeda.